É, mano, é complicado assim. Assim é completamente complicado, mas pronto. É o que temos a lidar, basicamente.
Oh, we win. Easy, easy.
Throwing smoke.
One
Smoke.
bit.
Smoke.
Bit coming.
Okay.
Bit. Fucking bitch, bit low.
No one palace, I think. All cave.
One go B.
One go B, one go B. Yeah,
We'll
orange.
go B.
Careful mid, orange. Wait. For sure.
Top mid.
Two
Two
mid.
top mid. Two mid, yeah.
Deploying flashbang.
If you stay there, you can win the.
Connector. One more. Bomb connector. Play time. Connector, yes. That's two. One connector, one
Shut up.
Big cave. 2v1, guys.
Firebox.
Go together.
Firebox left.
I'm defusing the bomb. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Pico.
Move it. Laying down smoke.
Base clear. Probably under.
Grenade.
Full way.
No, under clear.
Oh no, one inside.
B.
Grenade out.
Stay.
Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang. Flashbang.
Push. Let's go.
One shot.
Throwing flashbang.
Kill.
Fucking bitch! Ah! Defuse with hit.
Crap.
Thank you, bro.
No time.
Oh my
You're welcome.
god.
Oh my god.
Why didn't someone not buy that round anyway? Someone had a pistol. That's this. Fuck me.
Move it. Flashbang. Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang.
Opening.
Throwing flashbang. Incendiary out.
There is people cave.
Grenade out.
A count pal. I throw him for to
Why is no one B? Dude, I'm done. GG.
Why
GG.
nobody be?
GG,
Why
shut
is
up,
no
no,
one
shut
B?
up, no!
Fucking spastics.
Yeah, go B, my man.
go be.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
shut
will.
up, no!
All be, all be.
Take him.
Be rush.
Yeah, GG. GG.
GG, bro, shut up!
You go first. One kill.
Let's move. Grenade out.
Escape. Take.
Be full clear.
Palas purple. Low. Nice.
Easy three.
No info, purple, GG, thank you.
Can you give me for something? Anything?
Decoys out. Bomb has been planted. Smoke.
Ah, this bitch.
Terrorists win.
Say something, man. Guys. No info, no win.
Let's go.
I can flash K for you.
Throwing flashbang. Throwing a grenade.
You want flash and you pass the.
Step B.
Mid.
One low, one B.
People mid.
One low B.
People mid.
Deploying flashbang.
Can you rotate now? Green.
Yeah.
Bench. Bench.
Defusing the bomb.
No fucking way.
You guys never buy kit, man.
I saw one somewhere, I don't know. Yeah.
Go. Throwing smoke. Smoke.
One cave.
Pit coming. At least two. Scoping. JV.
Fire in the hole. Flashbang. Incendiary. Grenade.
Blue.
One mid, one mid.
Two pit.
One under yellow.
Palace here. Maybe rotate B.
One B. Bench. Bench low, bench low. He's pushing. Pushing!
Is there any something mid or no? No, mid there. Fuck, one under window right. One behind you. From city.
Cheio de medalhas, não sei o quê. Depois não jogam nada, mano.
Remember, this is bandit country. Shoot everything that moves. Laying down smoke. Incendiary out.
Steps B.
Laying down smoke.
Two on the wall. Go T-ramp.
Maybe under.
Two here.
Throwing flashbang.
Bomba pit. Pit A. Two ramp. Hey. Go, orange.
Okay.
Get ready. This is a free fire zone. Incendiary. Grenade out.
Don't pick. I'll whip him mid, I think.
Flashbang.
Two pit with a bomb. Bomb mid going A.
Bomb cave, bomb. Come.
Bomba pit. Go. Two from middle.
One is close, I think. I'm gonna... Nothing.
Throwing a grenade. Throwing smoke.
Let's see connector.
With the bomb.
Yeah, mid.
Catwalk mid.
They are two mid. I'm here.
Easy. One lower mid point connector. No play time.
One pit. Palace.
Grenade out.
Bro, supostamente se eu não... Se eu mudar a resolução, peraí. Olha, está Valorant a jogar antes com a... Olha, tá Valorant o jogo entre os colegas. Banda. Bruno, não entendi metade do que tu disseste.
Grenade.
Assim fica o jogo, ok. Por acaso.
I can flash mid.
Throwing smoke. Throwing a grenade. Throwing flashbang.
Pá, vamos jogar assim.
Grenade out. Deploying flashbang. Flashbang. Defusing.
Total domination.
Agora sim.
Let's have it, lads. Laying down smoke. Grenade out. Deploying flashbang.
Oh,
Throwing
stupid.
flashbang. Throwing fire. Throwing flashbang.
Jay,
Throwing grenade.
guys, people. A.
One palace AP.
Throwing flashbang.
With the palace.
You flash cake. Can you flash cake? You.
One palace.
Flashbang.
With one.
Deploying
Okay, okay.
flashbang.
I'm bit. E já estamos a falar minha língua.
Can I get a drop? Drop, maybe?
These fellas
I don't have.
regret waking up this morning.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Incendiary out. Smoke. Smoke. Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang. Throwing smoke. Flashbang. Flashbang. Throwing grenade. Deploying flashbang.
People
Deploying
rats.
flashbang. Grenade
One
out.
pit.
Throwing fire.
One palace, one pit.
Laying down smoke.
Two pit on me.
I put
Got
rats.
it in.
One close.
Palace one. Apartments, sorry. Close, balcony. Nice.
Nice.
Defusing. Right, lads. We're on. Throwing fire. Fire
That's-
in the hole.
Okay.
Laying down smoke. Grenade out. Smoke.
Fuck.
Laying down smoke. Flashbang. Grenade out.
One pit.
Throwing flashbang. Throwing flashbang.
Low.
I'm gonna
Throwing
flash.
fire. Flashbang. Smoke.
Flash on.
Palace low. Is there? Airdrop.
We are on to Mike. Throwing smoke. Incendiary. Grenade. Incendiary. Throwing smoke. Throwing smoke.
Bombay. Pit.
Deploying flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing flashbang.
Smoke B. Last B.
Firebox plant. I think he's in pit. Tetris.
I'm defusing the bomb. Grenade.
Tetris.
Defusing the bomb. Terrorists win. Stay frosty. Throwing fire.
Safe.
Flashbang. Grenade out. Deploying flashbang. Laying down smoke. Throwing a grenade.
Lower middle.
Bro.
Bomb has been planted.
Well, I have a smoke for
Smoke. Defusing. Very nice. Counter-terrorists win. We are good to go. Throwing fire. Flashbang. Throwing smoke. Smoke.
1B.
it's A.
Terrorists win. Forward.
Give me a bomb. Give me.
jungle.
I am planting the bomb.
Let's go!
It is going to explode.
Öszedł to nos, między innymi. Bomb. Bomb. Give me bomb. Purple, give me bomb.
Let's send them to the sick bay, shall we? Equal enough. I'm throwing smoke. I'm throwing smoke.
Thank you, Purple. Give the fucking bomb, man. Sure.
I can go short if you wait.
Purple! One behind.
Behind.
Flashback. Forward. I'm throwing smoke. I'm throwing a flashback. Throwing a flashback. Smoke. Activating. Bomb has been planted. Grenade. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. Let's go. Let's go. I'm throwing smoke. I'm throwing a flashbang. Smoke. Flashback. Planting. Bomb has been planted. Get ready! It is going to explode! Molotov out. I'm going flashback. Smoking. Grenade out. Counter-terrorists win. Go, go, go! I'm throwing smoke.
Go B. Oh my god, dude, just go to a bomb site, holy shit. We're going A apparently. Ugh.
I'm going to plant this thing. Bomb has been planted.
CT.
Terrorists win. Let's go. Decoy. Flashback. Smoke. Molotov out. I'm going flashback. Grenade. Throwing flashback. Flashbang. Grenade out. I'm throwing smoke. Throwing fire. Grenade.
Behind.
Throwing a flashback. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. Throwing a Molotov. Flashbang out. I'm throwing a grenade. Flashbang. Smoke! I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm planting the bomb. I am planting the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Let's go. I'm throwing smoke. Throwing a flashbang. Grenade out. Throwing fire.
Behind. Tá feito. Tá feito, tá ganho, tá tudo. Ainda não tá,
Look,
mas...
it's simple. All we gotta do is go in there, plant the bomb, get the cash and get out. Not so bloody hard, is it?
I'm throwing flashback. I'm throwing a flashback.
Laying down some fire. Decoys out. Throwing smoke.
Throwing fire. I'm throwing a grenade. I'm throwing a flashback. I'm throwing smoke.
GG man! GG purple! GG! GG man! GG! GG purple! GG man! GG purple!
I'm throwing smoke. Flashback. Throwing a flashback. Flashbang.
Yan. Yan.
I'm throwing a flashback. Each day we grow stronger.
We go stronger, my friend. Okay. Sério que eu não consigo... Não posso ver por aqui. Goza. Eu queria ver por ali, mas... É tipo esse.
Crazy here, it is really difficult to play. So Fury has to take advantage of that. You know, that's the moment where you make a couple plays that you don't normally do on online matches. You can run way more because they cannot hear anything. So that's where you can take advantage of that and actually play loosey-goosey.
This truly is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Furia to take on Heroic once again inside the Jeunesse Arena. Inferno first up, Mirage, Ancient if we do so need it. Harry and Hugo, let's get this show on the road.
Let's get this show!
Heroic versus Furia, a duel of fates, a modern day El Clasico. It felt destined that these two teams would meet again up on this stage, and they've both got something to prove. Furia want revenge versus the team that cut short their journey last time they were in Rio. Heroic, not shy of having unfinished business. They want to chase that trophy all the way into a grand final again.
Yeah, we're back in that very arena, Harry, where the bad blood was spilt, and Furia want to keep spilling it. They want to get revenge. They want to write the legacy right down middle. It's classic
Go,
as
man.
can be.
Bem!
Furia bring
Já
the hit.
começa,
First
já
blood
começa. Tem
found.
que sacar da bandeira. Além de vocês não verem
No
eu sacar da
surprises to
bandeira.
see those rushes. Peacemaker was already talking about it. That,
Vamos embora,
the
man.
noise the crowd provides, the rushes that allows
Estamos aí a bombar.
Furia take full advantage,
O
but
ar.
Heroic take the B side.
Yeah, in at the back.
Já está? Já
Good
está
stand
montada já?
onto the first. He takes it one step further. What an opener. Furia take the pistol dominantly. And it's a bit of that signature Furia flair to kickstart it all.
And I'd say the people here are liking the sound of that, liking the look as well, Harry.
Até outro
It's going to
comandante.
be a heroic step up for the Danes if they were to ever take this away, not once but twice in the Janus Arena. But Furia rushing down mid, as classic as you could expect. Force up for Heroic. You don't see this a lot in second rounds after no bomb plant, but Heroic, they're the team with the highest win percentages in these second rounds after losing pistol at the tournament, about 40%. That's solid numbers. They like the risk, they're going to gamble.
Furia are not keen to repeat too much aggression in this one, though. They're pushing down Banana Shore on R. He's always been the wild child of Furia, right?
Let's go.
The one man really testing the limits of what you can and can't get away with in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And he's got Drop supporting him every step of the way on this banana push.
And he's been rewriting that, you know. He's been trying to find his footing as an aggressive player, as someone who makes moves on CT. We've seen position changes on maps. We've seen, you know, different styles out of Art, but still, of course, that same Furia flair inside of him. And I think with this much on the line, I can't wait to see what Art's bringing to the table today. Heroic, no doubt they'll be ready. Banana still the object of their desires. They wait with flashes.
Oh, good timing on the nade. And an important player to bring down low. Shush has been having some fantastic tournament runs for Heroic as of late, and this one's no exception. He's been someone worth keeping an eye on, so taming him a little bit to open up this round makes the force fight that much tougher for Heroic. They're going to throw a fake exec over towards B, but the true intention is this A play. And right now, Furia are falling for it. They've got two players in the site, and they've got to put on a show.
Yeah, it's K-Serato and it's Yuri. It's the fangs of Furia here as Heroic comes storming up the short side. K-Serato stops the first, but Heroic, they've got no more nades left. They just got to brute force their way in. Pistol's getting shredded right now, and Furia holds strong in the site. One casualty. And a calamity for Heroic, who now have to take a back foot.
Tá mais quem? Fiscal de eco.
That's not par for the course, you know, it's not the trend for Heroic. Normally they're great at finding impact on these force by rounds, so not the way they envision this one beginning. Just down to pistols now, couple of nades board up. But the stage is set for this hot streak start from Furia. Looks like they've stuck the landing on the conversions.
Yeah, you can't play nothing anymore. You can't play full Glocks. You've got to have some idea in the tank, some chance to steal a kill that can propel you forward. A little bit of a momentum can go the long way, but only damage to safe in the banana. He will live to tell the tale, and Art will take his mantle, pushing back down for more kills. Perfect round to do it. Heroic have little resistance in the form of firepower. And so Yuri takes audacious fights down middle as well. This should just be
Yuri brutamontes, meu.
And Gary already getting ready with the rifle round plans.
Yeah, we've seen Furia a little bit around today. And for these guys, you know, they're kind of buying into this being like a Destiny type run, right? The chance to get revenge versus Heroic. The winner of this going on to face off against Na'Vi. And of course, that was how Furia opened last time we were here in Rio with that win. They were the underdogs in that matchup and they rose to the occasion.
I think it's especially bittersweet when you just consider how that last time went down. Right, 2 rounds away for Furia, 2 rounds, and they would have been in the grand final of the Rio Major. And Heroic, of course, closing against the comeback. Easier said than done. That one will never leave Furia's mind. And they're here for that revenge arc.
It's down with the deagle. Don't give him an inch, because he'll take a mile. Yuri holds the line over in mid, and so that one you stop worrying about nice and quickly.
And they're not scared, right? And that's the one thing we'll say about Furia. They're never scared. Still pushing down middle against the deagle, knowing it's ready. But that's just Furia, baby.
I want to talk Yuri coming into this one, right? Because for my money, K-Serato and Yuri always being these heavy hitters on Furia. For him, back in Rio, he had a bit of a dire go at it, did Yuri.
Yeah.
But throughout this time, on the repeat, he's actually the top-rated Furia player. He's had some fantastic games. Even sat above K Serato.
Well, it can be easier to learn from your mistakes than, you know, repeat, you know, a horrible tournament. One with such high stakes. So yeah, him and K Serato at the top, certainly what you need for Furia, certainly what you want. And with this reform from Art, I think we've got a different Furia today.
It's Heroic's first fall by, though. Let's see what Cadian's got up his sleeve here. Oh, that is a lovely opener. And Stown has looked good to open up this game. Oh, that's a gnarly combo of util. And suddenly the red carpet's been rolled out for you over towards B. Stained in the blood of Furia. Heroic moving in, a swift exec onto Art.
Yeah, Stown doing what he does best, right? We want to talk top-rated players, so this guy's right up there in the top 5 of this tournament, above every Furia player as well. He's had a fantastic return to form after also some shaky months.
And it's wild that right now Furia are even like moving around, right? They're just going to hold this position, trying to save the guns, but Stown wants the ace. 4 in the round, doing everything for Heroic in this first rifle. A one-man army knocking on the door of Furia, and Shush is there to knock out the last man.
I don't know if he even saw him there, just spamming the corner, maybe an arm stuck through, but nice, easy round, and Yabi's laughing all the way as well for Heroic. I like how Blair put it on the desk, right? Sure, there is pressure. Any team in this situation with thousands of people screaming boos to their name would feel pressure, but for Heroic, they are fine to do it again. They will be a little less scared than your average Joe. And seeing smiles, seeing laughs is a great sign.
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, the only people, you know, Heroic had to depend on were each other, right? They kind of were the villains of Counter-Strike. They were the team folks love to hate.
So why not lean into that? No better place than Brazil. And no better opponent than Furia. Double orb, double pistol. Furia-esque.
Yeah, this is the quintessential Furia buy. Oh, and Yuri opens it up!
Oh, that's
on
dirty.
The spam, never even saw Yabi. Turning away at just the wrong moment is safe, trying to get away from that flashbang, so it's swiftly brought back into a 4v4.
Oh.
And there's the opener for Stown.
That's quick.
That's both the orbs knocked out. This was a hefty price tag on this round for Furia, and the 2 big ticket items are now gone. The pistols have got to do it, and they will start to repel the B play.
They know there's 2, but they still want to go. They don't want any chance of Furia picking up guns in this round, so Heroic side by side with tight spacing, trade out into B. The bomb will be planted. Furia behind the smoke. They're already thinking about the later rounds. They're thinking about the save, and maybe that's the right move. Yuri's got safe Zorb, and K Serato will take an AK. Heroic up to 2.
Yeah, I think already, you know, the form that Stown is showing to open up this game is terrifying. That first rifle round was all Stown, and this one, you know, sure, he only gets 1 kill in the round, but it's the kill that makes that B play happen.
That was sick.
It's the kill that made this kill on the wall bang onto Yabi not even feel like it mattered to Heroic, like they never even had to worry. And so now starting to chain some rounds together, they're going to break Furia's money early in this match. They're now looking to leap up into the lead. This AWP and AK going to have to do the heavy lifting in this next round if Furia even want to make it competitive.
Yeah, Safe takes it. I don't know if he'll buy armor. This is a hefty investment. He's going to go for it. So already Furia putting more in than maybe they should. And hey, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Every little bit for Furia to fight for these early rounds in the game. And hell, they got the util behind it. Can they take Banana back is the question. Art gets a molly in. They play a boost setup. And the AWP remains at A.
It's early in the series, right? If there ever was the time to take these sort of risks, go for these more, you know, vintage Furia-esque moves, it's now, right? It's at the beginning when you have a little less pressure, when you've got a bit more time to right your wrongs. And there's still the chance for Furia here. Serato up on the boost, looks to make it so. Tessez is blind as he attempts the trade. And K Serato, it's written in the stars this round. The boost finds the double, the smoke spam sends them packing. What can Heroic be expected to do in the same way that they had a one-man army in their first rifle round? Furia now offer up a taste of theirs.
And that's why you give him the big gun, right? K-Serato, the big dog of Furia. And that's a lazy clear for Heroic as well. We see a lot of teams check the boost, look out for some trickery on the B-bomb site. Already Furia employing it early, and Heroic saving just under a minute. They know the effect that that setup has. What a devastating way for your rifle round to go early, right when you were ready to break Furia's economy and put them back down to flat pistols.
Yeah, Heroic are going to be kicking themselves. They know, this could have been so much more. This could have been the kind of turn of the game going in their favor. Instead, Furia have an early second win. And, this is why when you look at them employing some of these riskier investments, coming through with a buy here, their second kind of cobbled together investment in a row, it's not without its fair share of risk, but the reward is so sweet, and they put full faith in K-Serato in this round. That's going to do wonders for him individually, right? That feels great. You know that even though there were other guys setting you up, putting you in the boost, you nailed every opportunity you were given.
Man, the pressure this series always provides, right? It's not one we get commonly. It's not one that happens, even every year or multiple times a year. But when we get it, it's always for the head. It's always for elimination. Be it the playoffs of the major, be it Cologne, Pro League, only one team can stand tall. And for the most part, in fact, every time, it's been Heroic ever since 2021. But today we find out if there is a changing of the tides. Timeout coming in early. Gary getting very involved. Exists stoic as ever. And of course, Cadian doing much of the talking. The guy that put these kids on the map in the first place.
Right back in at the end of the pause. Let's see what Cadian cooked up. Furia have got a good spawn on safe. I wonder if he's planning to get involved early. He's taking that AWP over into middle. The flashes leave him high and dry. Doesn't want to get caught. He'll just go through the motions and fall back early. Holding on to mid, he's flashed off the angle. Heroic are moving swiftly here, looking to really exert this fast A play. But will they get past this double apartments hold? It doesn't look like it's safe. Even wins his fight out over on the long side. It's just the captain left, and he might have to go down with his ship here. Backstab is in, and Furia get dealt a fast round that they completely shut Heroic out of.
That's back-to-back, man. Cadian not doing his due diligence right now, rushing up top B, trying to pop in with smokes out in their hand, now going for a quick A. The util's there, sure, it does hit some players in the face, getting the AWP back. But Yuri, unperturbed, gets away with murder from the balcony. These are very quick rounds for Inferno, Harry, and I don't think Heroic can keep this up. Maybe for this one, Mac-10 and a pistol kind of screams some speed. But you've got to do some early work if you want to get through Furia. They run it back. Heroic fast as ever, up short.
Yuri makes it into the pit, though, and this extra meter going to give him a tiny bit more safety. Overwhelmed by the Mac-10 of Yabi. He's finally on the board.
This is why they did it. This is what they wanted, right? You catch Furia setting up early triple B. You catch him double long with an AWP setup, a bait and switch. Look what you find. A free entry from a Yuri that's caught out of position, and then a bomb site that Furia, hey, they're going to give it a go, but aren't favored in a retake.
A lot of teams would write rounds like this off. Furia and not a lot of teams. They bought Heroic down low in this post plant. Everyone's wounded with the exception of Cadian, but he is far removed. He's holding on to top middle, but unfortunate timing, and now he's locked out of the round. Trapped down here while he represents a free kill. They might just look to home in on the site. K-Serato goes back and deals with Cadian, and so now they can fixate on the four men that lay ahead of them. Molly down into the pit. This is going to be a last second retake. Shush going 1-for-1 is big. Does all he can, and Furia decide to write this one off.
Everyone's going to die. That's a fact right now. Heroic surely can't survive this bomb blast at this range, and they hit heads on the way out. Maybe, just maybe for Yabi, but Stan will die. And Furia, they gave it a go. You got to give them respect for that, but it was never meant to be. Those retakes are so hard. Even in a 4v4, Cadian wastes just enough time down bottom middle. And as long as Heroic don't overplay their hand in that post part, that is theirs.
Legends in the crowd, legends in the server. In full support of this Furious squad.
We love that. This is more than just a game, Harry. This is Counter-Strike.
That is just mad. Imagine how this feels, you know, Furia being watched on by an icon of the nation. Viewed in the jersey and here to rep the boys, Heroic on the other side of it and find their way in that last round, right? And now they're looking to capitalize. Now they're looking to try and ride this wave of momentum. They tried it 2 times in a row. They felt like they had something they can exploit here on Furia. And so now the onus is on this Furia squad. How do they adapt? How do they deal with it to take Heroic out of their comfort zone?
Is there anything not against Heroic, right? All they've got is each other in times like these. And hey, that's taken them to the top. That's taken them titles and definitely to grand finals. Cadian's Orb waits. And even the banana take comes late in this round. They've expelled a lot of util on Furia right now. There's not a single Molotov left other than the one drop back and spawn. But for very little cost, Heroic have done a lot. And they look to regroup back at B once again. Furia shuffling the setup. Art left alone here as a gamble comes in. It's the wrong one right now. Fake being sold very well as Yabi gets a second smoke in on the A site. As long as Heroic execute, it relies on Art and his Molotov timing or a multi-kill. Either of them will do, but he needs something here in the hold.
Yeah, the Furia captain is going to get tested now. Flying solo in the B hole. Drops the smoke ahead of time. He's bought himself a few more moments here. Couple of seconds of respite. The Heroic are coming through. Tries to play with them and hide in the smoke. Ends up getting overran. That was not the one and done that the captain would have needed here to spur Furia on for the retake.
Are they
giving
really
them the moment of pause.
Oh, dude, it looked like Heroic wanted to go back with that bomb and either checking for flanks or take it to A, hoping Furia over-rotated. They almost ran into that stag. Katie's going to get run boosted to be safe on that bomb plant. And Furia have to save again. A similar round. Heroic one entry, that's all it takes.
Yeah, the awkwardness there was that they ran out of util, right? They didn't have a way to smoke off CT. They were worried about bringing that bomb in. That's why they employed the run boost to get it over. And so it's one of these moments where when Furia go and watch this back, they would learn that if they were posted at CT, they would have had that chance to catch the bomb crossing.
The fact they're saving is nice, right? Obviously, the money means it must happen really for Furia, but they are playing things by the numbers. They are playing things a bit smarter. We have sort of seen better format of Furia in this tournament. Hey, the results speak for themselves. A competitive series against Cloud9 in the upper bracket of the group, defeating FaZe as well. Furia have had some legit wins here at this tournament. They want to add another. And if that means playing a more EU-centric style, then so be it. It has always been Europe on top. The vibes are indeed immaculate here in the arena. But they won't stay that way for long, not if Heroic have their way.
Yeah, the air's somewhat changed to a bit of trepidation here, right? You're getting a little nervous with Heroics stringing some rounds together, finding a good deal of success. It's the way these rounds have gone. It's how decisive they've been, how, you know, one kill in the right place just completely makes this T-side take shape for the Danes. Furia double pushing through the apartments. This play led them to a lot of success in rounds gone by, but they might have missed this timing onto Yabi. Yuri's gun is obscuring it right now. He won't see this. Meanwhile, the rest of Heroic are moving in with the B play. Once again, a little light on this side of the map. Someone's got to go huge. Drop gets away with the first, but he's getting overrun, and he will get overwhelmed.
They've got players here
for Heroic, but a separate fight goes down. Serato finally plays his hand in the apartments. Yabi now dealt with. That levels the playing field. That might spur Furia on to give this one a look in. Doesn't need to see his prey. And he even nails the follow-up attempt for Cadian. Where do you even begin?
Nowhere.
They're facing him every step of the way. And it's only a matter of time now for Cadian. He's a dead man. Furia breathe easy after that round. They repel one of these B plays.
Yeah, Art doesn't forget who he is at the end of the day, Harry. He hears a plant, he sees the smoke, he goes stumbling through it and sprays him down off the bomb. That's perfect. You can see Heroic even getting flustered in this moment. Cadian flicking around, not sure what nade to pull. Players caught out in the open. There's a bit of a flustering going on, and it's all from Furia.
If you want to look for positive signs as well, right, we touched upon how like Yuri needs to be this guy alongside K-Serato. Got to be, you know, one of the top performers here if Furia want this revenge arc to come through. K-Serato and Yuri are on 20 kills between the two of them. All of Heroic are on 20 combined. So we are getting a phenomenal bit of output from these two stars of the Furia squad, and that felt like a prerequisite if it was going to come up Furia today. K-Serato and Safe, they hold their own in this round. Safe will get overran. Furia still sit with the man advantage, not for long. Cadian picks up the big green.
And they know who's where. They know it's drop alone right now. He's trying to take a fight early, but gets caught by Stown in the spawn. That's a free sight. There's no doubt for Heroic. They're going to run the entire way there. But Yuri is very quick. And mounted a chase up the banana. There is util for Heroic, but do they know he's here? A Molotov to ensure the plant, and deep spawn control gives Heroic all the room in the world. Yuri might certainly go for this. K-Serato's even joining, but it is going to be an uphill battle for Furia.
With a double AWP in the post plant here, they can both look to play around this bomb from spawn. Stown is actively helping inside of this. Cadian is rather inside of the site. Nails that one chance he gets onto K-Serato, and this has probably stopped any hope of the 2v3 for Furia. You lose that first fight, you don't get the ground, don't get the real estate, and Heroic have done enough. They know it. They're already moving around to go hunt here. They don't just want a victory in the round, they want it to be punishing the future of this Furia squad on the CT side.
They're trying to stay so unpredictable, right? And we saw that with these early rushes, trying to read Furia's triple B setup, knowing it's inevitable, get past it with a quick A. Then they go for these short rushes and back-to-back rounds. Furia start double stacking apps. Then Heroic are taking long. It's only an AWP in the way, and they're able to trade Safe out in most of these engagements. He's yet to pop off with a big green. And so Heroic keep finding gaps, keep finding ways in. Some nice mid-rounding there. Neck and neck, one round behind are the Danes. But economy troubles for Furia. This is a very hard spot for Furia to stabilize at this point in the map in Heroic's pick. When their cash is building, when their rounds are picking up, when it feels like Cadian's in your head, he knows what you're going to do before you do it. Furia, maybe once again, forced to force. And with this big buy, let's see if they can talk the talk.
The last time we were here in Rio, this was the map that Furia won cleanly. 16-6, didn't even feel like a contest. And a lot of that was predicated on a good start on this CT side. But as you say, because of where the money's at, it's harder this time around. Harder for them to build in the same way. But last time we were in this position, who was that hero player? Who was the guy who stood and delivered? It was K-Serato on that B site hold. Nailed 3, one hell of a multi-kill, and it just teed them up to win the round cleanly. You never even had to worry about the lesser weapons getting involved.
But Heroic realize the gap again. They see K-Serato starting B, and they know they want to get past this. They see 3 starting B rather. Furia locked them out of banana. They're still holding players here. This implies they might go for a quicker flank if Heroic don't take this B control. They're coming out of apps right now. K-Serato decides to reposition, almost went back in for more. Now set up with his teammate in the sights. Safe not AWP. And no nades mean gunfights are Furia's only way. This flash should do very little with Furia's positions.
Yeah, no effect from the flashes. They're set up to deal with the app split. Lovely. Safe nails the first. He's trying to bait them into K-Serato, trying to set up K-Serato to be the big guy, to be the big man that Furia so desperately need. He will go unchecked. Shush has given away the bomb. Cadian trades it on the wall bang, but K-Serato has bought enough time for his teammates to rotate in.
TikTok.
His shot from the captain's AWP, and now he's getting pressured. His smoke might cause more problems than it solves. They go hunting for the kills, but Cadian is fast running out of time. One bullet in the AWP, and now he's a dead man. Looking for the plant.
Yeah, I love it.
Anything to try and make this round feel worth it. Gets the bomb down, but what does he do? What does he do here? freaking out, finds the M4, looking for a way to build back in, but it's not going to happen. And even he knew that he was screwed.
He got more than you could ask for in that situation. How the hell do you even get a bomb plant? Fury give him just a little bit of respect because they know they have the setup to deal with him. That layered peak, no AWPers getting through that, no rifle either. And Cadian getting shaken right now on the stage. Nice setup for Fury. They move, they're staying ahead of the game as well. Wow, that was a wallbang. Both players in the site completely avoid that apps pop. Something that felt guaranteed with Fury owning all of Banana. 7-5. And Heroic can't sit pretty yet. They've got more work to do.
Yeah, that's one of these swing rounds. If Fury now start streaking them together, they could start to run away with this. You know, it might have felt competitive. They might have been on the ropes. Yabi's in a very bad way, trapped up close. Art on the other side. This guy loves pressuring you, and this round is no exception. Running through the smoke, and that seals the death warrant for Yabi. K-Serato has a kill in mid. Isn't pretty, but he does a lot of damage. You've seen Cadian throwing the flashes as well. You know the apps pop is following on the back of this. Yuri up close. They try to make it past him. They go 1-for-1. Right now, there is a 4v2 for Furia in this A site, and they're going to go looking for it. Shush from down in the pit. As mentioned, this guy's been putting a very brave face forward in this tournament. Cadian with the backstab. He's played into this slowly, but they've turned. They read this. Doesn't make it any easier. And so Heroic are clawing their way back in at the 11th hour around. That they looked out of, they looked done in, and now they look to win it. K-Serato is the last man to beat. He goes for the bomb. He's sticking it. Shush has got one shot. Stop there! He can't! The arena erupts as Furia steal a round away. Daylight robbery from K-Serato.
And one of the best riflers in the game. He doesn't even want to fight. He takes the pacifist approach. The round-winning move.
And when you're an individual as talented as K-Serato, you want to win clutches by fighting. But he's not just playing with heart, he's playing with balls, man. He sticks that bomb.
That's crazy.
And that is the last thing Heroic are expecting. Yeah, that is a grisly way to lose a round if you're Heroic. You feel bad at the end of that one.
And you buy back. You don't wait a second. Straight up Banana. Down tries to spray. But Arde's going to trade that out and immediately cools Heroic off. A sigh of relief. The Furia don't get rushed again on this B bomb site. They've been triple B for a while now. But have to split their forces. Safe makes a rotate. Art entrusts himself with the entirety of the site. And Heroic are out middle, but not for long. A little spam goes a long way. And you can tell Heroic is getting hot in here. Sweat dripping, hands shaking, hearts beating. How do they recover this round?
I mean, already the legwork's been done for Furia. It's just a matter of even, you know, trading evenly here will take you on that path to the round win. So Heroic, the onus is on these individuals now. Gonna require a mammoth performance from someone in this round. Cadian's the man with the AK, so naturally you kind of look his way. K-Serato has been the thorn in their side every step of the way, and this round is no exception. This is a man who wants to stay in front of the home crowd. He wants to do right by his people.
And what a glorious arc this would be as well, right? Not just defeating Heroic, but then again going through Na'Vi. The teammate already beat on this stage, short in better form, but so were Heroic. They were supposed to be. Right now, they're having trouble on the T side of their mapping. They've been forced to force. It was Furia with broken buys round after round, and now Heroic pull up Tech 9s to the 15th. Desperate times. And Banana has just been a wipeout. Heroic not getting up there for free. They flash in late, they await the smokes. Furia play inside of the bomb site. Orbs have not really been a tendency in this map so far. They're going to pop. It's all they've got.
Oh dear, KDM misses one of the two flashes they had. That first one that goes in is just to scale you up out the mouth of Banana. The rest now going to come down to the individuals. Tesses with the first, but Art cuts him down. He does not want to give up this B site for free. Only good for the first, so his teammates have got to nail this in the retake. Art and Drop watch on, helpless from beyond the grave. Bomb now planted. Furia going slow, not jumping the gun. Not trying to crumble under the pressure here. They want to stick the landing to close out this first half. They're looking for 4 in a row to really make this a CT side they can be proud of. And with KDM burnt out, Yuri and K-Serato, the nade rains in on Iyabi. They don't know he's here yet, but K-Serato makes it look easy. And Furia, they outdo their performance on the CT side of this map from Rio last year. They go one step further. They are switched on, and they're opening up in fantastic form.
Today is a day for revenge. That's what the newspapers have been saying. Furia up 10-5 after that first half, and they look to take down the team that eliminated them in dominant fashion back from the Rio Major. We're back in the Janus Arena, but new stakes, new day, and new Furia. Heroic have got their work cut out for them, Harry.
Yeah, if one thing is clear from that first half, it's that Furia aren't playing around. Insane game from Serato, bringing it up right behind him. You've got Yuri and Art as his two right-hand men. This is a steaming hot start from the Furia squad, and now they move on to a T-side that they can depend on. Heroic, this is going to be an uphill battle every step of the way.
But they've got a lot of util on Furia. Flashes for Abs, another for the pit, you'd presume. Bomb still waiting back for a late B. Cadian getting curious. It's a mid-round move, but they're about to poke their head out from under. Cadian needs to hit this shot. He's in trouble between two crosses. He gets one and gets out. Stown provides cover as well. This is not a pistol team right now, Heroic. They're playing up against some of the best pistol players in the tournament, the top two that still remain in the playoffs in Art and Yuri. But Heroic right now sitting on solid ground in a 5v3. It's up to the nades. It's up to Serato.
They're going to re-aggro, but he's got the shadow. That gives him such an edge. And I mean, with the game he's having, I don't even think he needed the shadow to lend him a helping hand there. Cadian feeds the beast over in middle. Out through the apartment. Shush. Here's a man. Drop on in. But combat up close and personal as Drop tips the scales into this 3-on-3. They deal with him down in the pit, but now they've got Safe and Serato still left to find. Tag is nice. Softens up the point man, and now they knock him out altogether. It's Stown with a lights-out pistol round for Heroic. He was the one who watched Cadian on that mid-push, won the fight out of Boiler, and then he goes on to deliver right as the playing field was leveled out in that round into the 3-on-3. It's exactly what you need from him.
Can't believe Cadian's making moves like this as well, with the world against him. And a very solid pistol for Stown, just staying alive on those boxes even as the molly comes in. Hyper important pistol for Heroic to get their heads back in this game. It may have started strong, but it did not stay that way. Near full eco for Furia. One Deagle that can be cycled along the team, and a P250 on drop. Heroic hold back for now. They don't want this to be an expensive round.
Gonna try and do everything you can to set up this Art Deagle. You hear them spamming through, and you want these top banana players to stick around and fight you here. You want them to give you that chance of putting the Deagle to work. And that doesn't happen. It gets harder for Furia. Oh, that probably was the best opportunity he was going to have. A little jiggle out from Spawn, and now they're not going to offer him anything. So Furia didn't want this to be a slow-burning round, but that's what it's ended up being. Never quite finding the timings to get involved with some of these early gimmicks. The little boost up over towards Banana. They're trying another boost here, just doing anything they can to make this Deagle's life that much easier.
Good that Heroic held onto their util as late as they did, right? They're starting to use it at the 30-second mark. Mollies and flashes, anything to buy a few seconds to split the forces. This MP9 will do it. That's in one. Shush from the top with another, and it's a nice, easy ante for Heroic. No casualties is what it had to be if they were going to build back into this game early. Furia can't get comfortable yet. The harder half is ahead of them.
Yeah, bonus round about to be played out for Heroic, right? So they're still running into this with 3 of these SMGs as such, especially with some of the moves you've seen guys like Cadian make already. Expect him to be pretty in your face, right? 2 of these SMGs taken over towards Banana. The other one up in top mid. Util rains down early, but these SMGs want to get involved on the back of the early nades, and they've found great damage. Furia are wounded. Furia are hurting. Heroic have got the start they were looking for. Drop, about to make contact over in top mid. Just jiggling on the angle with Stown. And now he gets out with the info. Util starts to rain over A. Furia might be making a bit of a move to take this top mid control. They're not in a position where they have to commit just yet. Still have time left to play with. They're going to see what the reaction is from Heroic.
Yeah, well, you've got that chance to bail, even fearing a banana flank in this round. Heroic have rolled the dice and it's come up in their favor right now. 4 players situated together. Coming back to long side as well. Fury about to walk into an absolute meat grinder. Flash play push and Tessers gets 2. Drop with a crucial trade, but it might not matter here for Furia. They're getting cut apart. Another for Cadian and the bomb at his feet. This should be insurmountable for Drop.
Yeah, where do you even begin here? You don't really know what's happening. He's going to go back and find this kill on a shush in the apartments. Now taking, look like a long way round. He's going to start to reconsider this. You find yourself believing a lot more in the 1v2, and they give him that fight at the bottom of Banana, but he's not able to do anything with it. Began the journey, wasn't able to finish the job. And so Heroic, with that bonus round going their way, they're situated in a really nice spot now, right? They won that anti-eco cleanly. Now they get out of that round with rifles carried forward, bringing mostly SMGs into it. That was the easiest round that Furia were going to have in the short term. And so it hurts to know that it was stolen away from
comes with great anti-ecos and great force buys of their own. They've got the tricks of the trade. Good shot for Yabi. And Furia smoked off. They can risk going through, right? When you're in this situation, you can play a little looser, and it's a good flash as well that puts Tessus in trouble. Yabi will provide the cover, though, with a couple more kills. And this should be all well and done for Heroic. What an addition Yabi's been, right? Even with his sickness in this tournament, he came back. He had an incredible game to get them into that playoffs. And, you know, this is a team that we call the Brotherhood, that we said roster change wouldn't happen. But Heroic, they wanted more, Harry. Team that had their chance in the limelight, that were top 4 in 2022 at Katowice, that made it to the Antwerp playoffs, but it wasn't enough. They wanted greatness. And this addition of Yabi, 10 months deep now, has been such a large factor. We've seen Heroic in grand finals. We've seen them lift trophies. It's been an incredible addition.
Yeah, you know, I think if there's one thing you kind of have to admire about someone like Cadian, you know, it doesn't take a lot to get him interested and invested in something, right? All he needs is that kind of taste of greatness, and suddenly it becomes the new goal, right? This was someone who years ago felt like his playing career could have even been over, right? And then he reinvents himself. He becomes this leadership figure alongside Orping. Rises to the occasion once, builds this squad. Even has the whole ordeal with teams and orgs collapsing in the past, right? A man who's really gone through the ups and downs of Counter-Strike and has always been there on the other side. You've got to have a lot of respect for this guy's game.
Fury have used 3 timeouts as well already in the map. They are feeling the pressure. It can be so heartbreaking for a coach to be standing behind a team knowing you only get 2 minutes of talking in the live game. That's really difficult for Gary. Furia won't have many for the longevity if this match is to go the distance, but right now it's slipping through their fingers. This gun round must land for Furia, or Heroic are off to the races.
It's a much better start already, right? Last time when they had these rifles, they got bullied by the early quad nade into the mouth of mid. They all got brought down low. This time, they win that util battle over at Banana. That's going to force a little more respect out of Heroic. Maybe slow their roll with some of these re-aggro plays into the top of B.
There are more nades to throw. Heroic always leaves some in the spawn for later, but right now, it's not going to be relevant with this setup. Stown, the star, sits alone on the site, and Furia are setting up an apps pop. Moto smoke, high flashes. Stown's in trouble, and he doesn't know it yet.
He's about to be made aware. This last-minute reposition out of Shush could be big to get him down in the pit, because now they have a workable crossfire to deal with the apps drop. And this has been assembled right as Furia set their eyes on the take. Great timing on this reposition, and look what it's done for Heroic. They're that much more deadly, but the replies start to come through. Yuri and Keserato as the point men claw this back into a 3-on-3. Shush is still somewhat of an unknown factor down here. Stan was the man drawing the attention in, and Shush is now the one executing Furia. With Yuri dead, bad timing for Cadian. You're not worried yet. They don't have the bomb. It's away from them. And so even though Safe is trying here, having to scale back into the apartments, they give him the fight. But Tessez closes, and just like that, Heroic go from being on the back foot to now tying this game up and moving into pole position.
A very risky push through the smoke there for Tessez.
The nature started to change of this map, right? It was Furia, lights out, all these make or break points, all these rounds where they put money in where a lot of teams wouldn't. They were able to deliver in, but that has changed in this second half. Heroic have been flawless so far. 5 in a row to tie the game up, breaking the money of Furia again. And now the nades punishing as ever down Banana. Get away with the opener.
No way Yabi lives there. They try and fight the AWP, and sure, dink to Cadian, but Yabi escapes on just centimeters of health. They're going to pop through the smoke. They got nothing to lose. But I don't know how much there is to gain. Yabi unchecked right now. They run right by him. Oh, there's a quick peek, and Yabi misses his chance. He could have ended this one. Bomb gets retrieved. Cadian cut down, and Heroic on the clock now. They've not got money, but this retake tempts them in. It beckons them to the rocks. A 2-on-3, and they must make up their mind now.
You know what you were up against in this round. You know this was supposed to be your round, so a part of you is really tempted in as a result. So much hinging on this first fight, and they don't win it. That seals the deal. Furia, we were just saying, these crunch rounds, these rounds where they're putting money in, that they were winning in the first half, have failed to materialize so far, but it happens now at this break point in the game where Heroic were about to take the lead, and Furia staved that off. They let them come all the way back into this to an equal scoreline, but they will not let them take that lead away.
Yeah, one peek too far right, swinging out on the coffins, trying to trade out your teammates. Yabi with a missed shot. Cadian from afar caught with the AWP. Don't know how Furia managed to break their way back into that round, but maybe it can propel them forward here on the T side, finally getting on the board. Oh, the run and the gun. It's just enough for Furia.
See how much Gary's trying to get everyone on the same page, keep them calm here in this timeout that Heroic called. On the other side, I think these are very interesting coaches to kind of contrast, right? Exist always has a very cool demeanor about him. He's not someone you're used to seeing you freaking out or motor mouthing behind the squad, trying to get his 30 seconds.
Yeah, the guy who does that is already sitting right in the middle of the team. He brings the energy. Gary definitely got the hype behind him. Furia trying to push themselves further forward after finding their first. Cadian here, back in middle, smoked and flashed immediately, takes his shot, and Furia now know where the AWP is. He's not going to stay mobile, he's going to stay on the long side. Great grenades for Furia, but it goes both ways. Nothing comes for free in this round.
Yeah, if anything, those nades really had to land, right? Because once again, Furia were bullied down in Banana. This was the source of problems in rounds gone by. You just have guys that are too low, too wounded, and for the style that Furia like to bring in these arena games, that just doesn't suit them. So they at least trade out the damage, but the util remains punishing for Heroic. Drop is also brought down low. No one's even seen an opponent in this round. The util's done the bulk of the damage. The moment that first fair fight comes in, Safe will win it. The Cadian immediately responds. No good deed going unpunished here.
Big info.
He even watches them look to escape. Now they know that he knows, and so this might influence how Furia look to attempt this 4-on-4.
The mind games immediately. They jump back up into the apartments. They hold off on this B push. There's a boost to the B site. Cadian's getting curious. 40 seconds. Furia can't wait forever, but they've really not got the utility to make a play here. If Cadian starts swinging, he will get caught by Boiler. He needs to pick his target right now. 30 seconds, one smoke for Furia, and Cadian posts up in the seemingly perfect position with no flash to get him off this angle. Cadian needs this opening kill. Stown trying to cover him from the pit as well. Yuri's up in apartments, and the Fangs are ready.
Oh, missed shot on that Orp's first contact, and with each shot you miss, Furia get closer from down in the pits. Down offers up resistance, but Cadian is still left alone, overwhelmed as the captains clash.
I don't know, Harry.
But the bomb was away from them.
No.
And they are robbed. A second difference on that round, and Furia would have had a plant and a way in the 2v2. Instead, your head is left in your hands.
Bomb at the back on the lowest player. K-Serato just gets sprayed down from pits. And they never go back for it, not till it's too late. Half a second, that would have been the difference. That would have been the round. And it feels just that it's done back to them after K-Serato gets that stick in the 1v2. The clock betrays Furia this time.
You know, little errors, little moments like that, they're the ones that haunt you if you're Furia, right? This was a squad that, as we say, had this insane comeback when we were here last year for the Rio Major. From 15-5 down, they get 10 in a row all the way into OT, and they were 2 rounds away from a grand finals appearance. And so it's moments like that, especially when we're used to this series coming down to the wire, that can really matter.
Yeah, and Carey knows it as well. He immediately calls that timeout, the final timeout. We've been drawing notes to them because now Furia, 23 rounds deep, have no more chats to the coach. They have to do this with just 5 players in the server. The aim and brain of only them. And I don't think this game's going to go quickly. Unless Tessus has something to say. Look at this timing. A very aggressive move. Pushing all the way on the flank. Furia don't know. And they will find out the hard way. This kind of play is almost a guaranteed opening kill. If it's presented, and it will be. Yuri up in, Abs turns back, but it's too late. Tessus takes it, and the longer he lives in this little microcosm of the apartments, the more problems Furia have. They can bypass it, they can rush B, but they want to deal with this head-on. A 1v1 between Tessus and Drop, and he must nail that. Drop does his job. And now it's only Shush.
And this is a good read from Furia. When someone's pushed that deep, there might be concessions made in the A-hold as a result. They picked the right site here. They've just got to get past Shush, who right now waits in this smoke in the pit. He's got no room to move, no room to breathe, but he still offers up relief for Heroic. Short-lived as K-Serato brings us back into a 3v3. Heroic grouping for this retake.
Yeah, even these rounds are difficult. Even these rounds, some teams write off, right? 3-on-3 looks good on the numbers, but man, Fury, they've got power positions in the site. They've got safe on the AWP and a post plant as well. Heroic have to work hard.
K-Serato's down in the pit, and I mean, this is the spot you want this guy in. He lights them all!
Dear!
K-Serato take a bow at nearly 30 kills deep. This guy is doing all he can for Furia.
How's he got that far, this short? We are not even near the end of the game, Harry, and K-Serato is, as you say, beckoning on 30 kills. He's calling for it. They're coming to him. Through smokes. There's nothing this guy can't do right now, and that's exactly what Furia need. Trading rounds for the last 4. No one's money is safe yet.
And I mean, this is perfect for K-Serato, right? He is such a playmaker. He is someone who can turn the tide around single-handedly. That's always been his story within this squad.
Just
and
look
here,
at his numbers.
you know, the engine's churning. He is at max capacity. And the roars of the crowd, there is fuel. He's feeding off that right now. Money is broke for Heroic. That was a real swing round in this game, and Furia know it. If they can follow through on this, they're going to be given a bit of a berth into the lead here. They're going to have a couple of rounds between them and Heroic. Versus a squad like Heroic, one that you can never write off, one that have that resilience, have that staying power. Even just having a round of respite matters so much in the long game.
Yeah, they're using that one rifle the best way they can. K-Serato might run into it here. He has yet to lose an opening fight. 6-0, but this might be where that changes. What? He checks it. He checks it again. He used it against them, and he knows what they're doing. K-Serato looking for his 10th multi-kill round, and this could be it. Furia, it's all a fake out. It's shaken Heroic in their boots. They panic, they run the merry-go-round back to B as Furia look to find 13.
Wild opener. And in the same way that in that first half there were rounds that would end with one kill in the right place, Furia now do it to Heroic. They don't know it yet, but they've already got this one in the bag, and quite soon that feeling of relief comes creeping in. There's no more resistance here. There's no more offered in this round.
It's poetic, isn't it?
And K-Serato might even look to sweeten the deal here and now. 28-12, a world-class performance. And a chance to add even more to it as Heroic just disrupt in the back lines with the pistols, with these guns.
And sure, we're early, right? We're early, not just in the match, but in the playoffs as well. We want to see what Furia can accomplish here, but, you know, with people calling for Art's head, with the idea of K-Serato and Yuri being wasted, two of the best riflers we have in the game right now, and a team that rarely makes playoffs of stage events, of, you know, playing some of the best teams in front of a crowd. It's not often where we see Furia. But if this were going to be the tournament, if this could be the change of the tide and the narrative, what a time that would be in front of the home crowd on the big stage. K-Serato is killing everyone he can, and that might just be enough. 13-11 now. And even Heroic can't field a pretty buy. But as I said, it's early in the series, Harry. Last time, this was Heroic's map pick. Furia destroyed them. You said it yourself, 16-6. What happened? They still won the series. You can't put out this light yet. But this is certainly a good start for Furia.
Yeah, on this map, the last time they met in Rio, it was Art who really spearheaded the charge. He was the guy topping the charts. K-Serato kind of had a later activation in the series, but as we learn, it wasn't enough. This is a man who, you know, could have been overwhelmed the first time, taken to the stage in front of all these adoring fans. But now it feels like that has galvanized his position. It has made him more deadly. Furia going back after losing this first fight over towards B. They're quick to change their minds in where this play was ending up and drop with some serious real estate up on shore. Will get given a fight here that Yabi was not ready for. It's a nice way to have found the opener. Low risk, high reward. He knows he's further forward than Heroic are expecting. And that's going to give them the edge as they look to move in. They've still got to get past this crossfire. Down and Shush maul the approach. And so Furia locked out now. It's just Safe Sorp left to turn the tides, and time is against him. Everything's against him here. And there's nothing calling his name into this clutch. He knows this isn't a round built for him, and so he's just going to bow out, give Heroic the respect, give away the 12th. They've earned this one.
Yeah, very important round to keep it clean as well when they're coming in with scouts and SMGs. It's not a pretty buy for Heroic, but they make it work. As just as how K-Serato and Yuri playing A-side boxes together was a problem. Well, when Stown and Shush do it, similar results. 2 stars of Heroic show. They're taking Furia to the rodeo. 1 behind now.
K-Serato is a great spawn and a Mag-10.
Go on.
So that feels like a recipe for something. Doesn't play off the spawn, and I think with good reason. The rest of Furia have been getting bullied by utility every time they've gone up banana early. So he tries to keep it low and slow to open up the round. This is the man topping the charts with a Mag-10 in play.
Mid take first, B take last. That's a move for Furia. Trying to keep 3 here. They've done that for now. There's Curiosity on Heroic. A flash to Banana gives Yabi a bit more room, and they retake it with a smoke as well. Heroic now own this real estate, but Furia want to fight for it. Another opener for K-Serato, and that's the magic number 30. He won't live long, but he set Furia up yet again. They're down to the bare bones. Couple of smokes, couple of flashes, and they must hit Diff. Cadian from afar, and only Tessa is ready to smoke the Molotov.
Speed plays coming. Cadian moving around, has these flashbangs, as you mentioned, to try and set up his teammate in at the back of the site. But all it does is slow the roll of Furia. Last bit of util comes out now, and Tessez can't get a kill from it. So now he's boxed in, having to play behind the smoke. Furia have him trapped, but Tessez still delivers. Drop with the trade. Cadian wants to try and full send through this on the fade. Oh, not the angle to stop the plant and save Dean, and takes the leg. Captain dead and out of the round now. Furia battling back in from the 2v4. The backstab lands, and so Drop has got to fly solo here. One man, and the weight of thousands of eyes on his shoulders. Is this pressure too much to bear? Util starts to rein in, but it doesn't heat up for Drop. He keeps it cool, keeps it collected. It's picking and choosing when he takes these fights. With that first swing, he takes them off the bomb, and he knows at this point he's done it! Playing with the hearts and minds of Heroic.
The Academy kid crashes their party. And it's so great to see him do it. He was having such troubles at Rio, right? Debuted at big stages and frustration for Drop. That was the story we saw. We saw keyboard smash, we saw desks hit. Not today. Drop delivers when he needs to.
The man who came into that round sat bottom of the board for Furia.
Bottom of the server.
That moment of elation where he knows he's done enough. He didn't have to win both fights to win the round. And he plays with that whole philosophy at heart till the very end. Now Furia sit up in the lead, and they sit at a point where if they win this next round, they are destined to take this map.
Yeah.
Heroic are all in. Everything is on the line. Failing that clutch, failing that 2v1 conversion rather, could have been the round that decides it all for Heroic. Because look at what they bring with them now.
Yeah, yet again, broken. I love that idea that Cadian had to have 3 flashes, right? He'd lob them all in. Oh, boost. I'm gonna try and put this rifle to use. And they've been throwing this mid-smoke without any moves anyway, so Furia, nothing should surprise them. In fact, Cadian doesn't see a thing, so he will pull it off eventually, knowing that Furia could just run round old mid. Yeah, I mean, Cadian abusing the dropped util, something Heroic do all the time. The way that he set up his B-hold in that previous round was awesome. He threw 3 or 4 flashes in through CT. Still not enough. They've got to use more nades to take back Banana, but again, Furia happy to trade this out. They've been doing so time and time again. Serato still the cold killer in the opening section of the round, and he's got Stown around the corner. Tessus can flash him in, but instead he's rotating. This is a big risk to make for Heroic. Stown is in a dedicated position. He cannot leave without fighting, really. They're coming up on long right now. Cadian's about to get that spot. Good flash from his teammates, but it's not enough. And the pressure's on Stown as they try and split this site.
Stown is the guy for Heroic.
This is
sat
so
up
late.
top of the board.
Unreal.
They've not checked for him here, but they learn about him now. And even though Serato is fed to the solo B-hold, Safe delivers with the trade. In this moment, Furia know it. If they can walk this over the line, this 3-on-3, this game could be theirs. And that's why losing Safe through the smoke is going to hurt so much. Boost up for Yabi, quick to arrive, quick up on the boost, drop on an island. This one's getting tense. Shush now arrives from Banana. Guns get swapped around, but Art, the captain, looks to try and do it for Furia! What a way to find 15 and break the money off Heroic. The Danes are in the dirt, and it's Captain Art that does it to them in the 1v3.
Known for his openers, but it's the closer that counts. 15 rounds. And on the precipice of an upset on Heroic's map pick as well. Context aside, this is incredible for Furia. They've had clutch after clutch, and the last bullet headshot. That's pissed off Heroic. They're coming for blood.
Oh, but that's the anger. It's misguiding them. It forces them into Keisarato's crosshair, and if you try fight this man in the early stages of the round, the numbers will tell you it does not fare well.
Oh dear.
Furia are going for the throat, 3 kills away from winning out Heroic's map pick and leaving them one step closer to that revenge arc here in the Janus Arena versus the team that robbed them of a grand finals appearance in Rio. Keisarato looks to make it happen. One man between Furia and the B site, and he's right here.
Nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. It wasn't enough for Stown, it certainly shouldn't be for Tesses. This is a trade guaranteed, and that's if you get past Keisarato. There's the man you want for that entry kill, and Furia can feel it now, washing over. Heroic's pick in their hand. They just have to close their grasp, clutch at it. Shush steps over the head, he's dead, and Cadian, a job too big. Furia, they crumbled in Antwerp, so close but so far in Rio. But here, on the second time on this stage, they want every drop of glory, and they will find it. 15-16, there it is, map 1 taken.
Phenomenal show of force from Furia, the determination of guys like Keisarato, the closing potential of Art getting realized. They know the job is not done yet, but out of all the ways this could have started, that is exactly what everyone in this building wanted.
Furia by name and furious by nature within the server today, stealing away their opponent's map pick, now one step closer to claiming revenge and a spot at the coveted semi-final here at the Intel Extreme Masters Rio 2023. Myself, Peacemaker Blair, and a very special guest joining us up here to dissect this one. We got Ben, coach of MIBR. Man, what a banger of a map that was to kick off this incredible series.
Yeah, he's taking it serious, especially Keisarato. The guy is just insane, you know. Yeah, I don't believe in the buff crowd, but yeah, every time Furia plays in Rio, they're just insane.
What is it like when you're on the receiving end of that kind of Quesarado? When you're an opponent facing up against him in the server, it must be frustrating, right?
Yeah, I mean, the guy can do everything, you know. He can clutch, he can go first, he can outpower as well. Yeah, he's the best player in Brazil right now, for sure.
And he was literally doing everything and more inside this first map on their opponent's map pick. Heroic obviously bringing Inferno into the equation. Blair, he was just looking absolutely phenomenal to kick this off.
The fact that he's able to even further elevate himself is insane to me. It was 26-6 in the first half, which is already ridiculous. 9-0 in opening duels across the map, over 100 ADR. He was doing everything by his lonesome. And I actually want to bring up the round where it all started to click in place for Furia. Round number 13, we can cue it. It's a 1 versus 3 where he gets a ninja diffuse basically, right? There we go. This is basically unwinnable. You can see Quesarado is going to be all alone. Cadian's actually all the way to B bomb side because he thinks he's going to save to get the kill. He just sticks it, nerves of steel, and even gets the kill onto Shush after that. You know what happens after that? The money for Heroic, it's not good. They have, what, 2 rifles after that, a MAC-10, a Tech-9. Furia win the next round, and the final round of the first half, they have just pistols to work with. So we guarantees them 2 more rounds in a very similar fashion. You look at the end of the game over there. It was a clutch by drop. The money's not looking good again. Art with that 1v3, and then in the end, again, Heroic. They were to ruin all the important moments, everyone pitching in. But Quesarado was the architect of Heroic's destruction.
Yeah, it's the impact. As Blair just aptly said, you know, that clutch looks impressive within itself, but it's the impact that has subsequently on the next rounds that are left in a half, right?
Yes, for sure. And I think that, you know, when Quesarado pulls that kind of plays, and on top of that, he's playing as well as he is, obviously that gives a huge boost of confidence for the rest of the team, right? So we can see, like, in post-plant situations that often Heroic don't lose those. So when that happens, I guess the morale from Heroic in that specific round is kind of crushing. Then following the next couple rounds, then it happens again on the B-bomb side. There was a 3v3 post-plant situation, allowing Furia to go 10-5 and a half. And then, yeah, the game got a lot closer towards the end there. But then, you know, yeah, as much as we should talk about Quesarado in this one, right? He was very impactful. I mean, at some point, he was completely carrying Furia over, let's be honest. But then towards the end, we saw a very important round from Drop on the B-bomb side. And then we saw a round from R towards the end as well. So it's just great. And that's one of the main reasons why we haven't talked much about Quesarado prior to this, is because all the individuals from Furia are shiny, right? They're capable of, and they're showing us they're capable of making a difference. And, well, guess what? They did it again in a match where Quesarado was popping off. Yeah, what else can you expect?
Well, let's spin that Quesarado track one more time as we take a look at our Air Force Aim High head-to-head. We were talking about the deadly duo of him and Yuri both showing up in their dividends. I mean, exactly the numbers that you were talking about, and they don't lie, Blair. 9-0 in opening duels. This man literally couldn't lose an opening fight.
He just wasn't dying. It was almost unkillable, I feel like. And Yuri, look, 17-15 doesn't look that